What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back. I know. Where the heck have you been, Silent Watch? We've been waiting for an episode and you have not uploaded in a minute. What is happening? I know, guys. I know. I want to apologize. I've just been so busy with my schedule and trying to actually put everything together, and just been a lot of stress in my life, so I haven't been able to actually upload videos for you guys. But now I'm actually going to get back into this and to keep up with my promise that I promised you guys. This week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday will already be a video uploaded, so you guys will already have those ready to go for you guys. And I do appreciate you guys waiting for me to actually come back and start uploading more videos, shorts, and all that stuff. I really do appreciate it. Now, because of this and because I'm coming back into the YouTube space, we're gonna try something a little bit different today. It's usually a story time that I have for you guys today. Today, when you guys go off the title of the video that I've actually already have in my head, is losing our childhood. And some of y'all may be with me on that. If y'all are around the 2000s to the 2004, y'all understand what I'm talking about. In 2004, you guys may have just been starting to feel a little bit of this, but it feels like the childhood that I grew up with is disappearing, like right in front of my eyes, like real quick. It was like a snap of my fingers. Now, some of y'all may be like, am I just talking weird? Like, Silent Watch, what are you talking about? Like, my thing is like cartoons from back in the day and cartoons now are totally different. Like Fairly Odd Parents, some of y'all may know that one, or Blades, all that, all those shows, and even like the girl shows, like even the Victorious and iCarly. Both of those were like great shows back then when I used to watch them all the time, because my TV could be connected with my sister's TV. So literally I'd have to watch whatever she put on. So literally back then, those were the shows that I've always watched, and I just enjoy actually watching them. And now when I look on TV, there's like really nothing to find that's really like interesting to really watch at all. And then even when it gets onto like YouTube and Netflix and stuff like that, sometimes there's just no shows that I really feel like I want to actually like put my thought into and actually watch and actually go through the whole thing. So I was literally just looking at that and feeling like I'm losing like my whole childhood. And then like maybe it's just me, but it felt like a snap of my fingers, and like I had to grow up in like 2.6 seconds. Like maybe that was just not just me, but like I felt like you had to automatically, like, either you were going to go to college or you're going to get a job. And if you didn't go to college, you go straight to the job force. And then it's like to the job force, you figure out, like, I tell people I went to college for like 2 weeks. Failed one of the tests, and I was like, yeah, I'm out. This ain't for me. I'm not paying $5,000 per semester to do that and then fail. So I was like, yeah, I'm out of there. So straight to the job force I went, and then it was like, wow, like in a blink of an eye, you're looking at all this and you're like, people talking to you, you're meeting all these older people who are probably around like 30, 40, and you're talking about 401ks, Roth IRAs, talking about investments, you're talking about kids. They all have kids they have to go home to, school systems and all that. And then you're sitting there, and as a 20-year-old, you're just like, damn, I just had to like think about all this stuff now. And I'm like, shoot, I don't got no kids, I don't got none of that, but now I gotta think about all this stuff. Then it's like, they're like, oh, you gotta make sure you build your credit. And it's like, now I need to worry about credit and building wealth and having money. And then like people saying, oh, you should spend all your money, but then other people saying, no, don't spend all your money, because if you spend all your money, you need to make sure you invest for the future. And you're like, okay, so now I need to start looking into the future. But the more you look into the future, you're like, damn, this is it's getting scary. What the heck? If I don't do it now, I won't be having any money when I'm older, and now I'm gonna be sitting here not liking a job. So I'm gonna have to sit here at a job that I don't like and work here for 20 something years. And you're just like, damn, I want to at least enjoy what I do, and like to enjoy, like, I enjoy making content for you guys, even though I haven't done it in so long. It's just actually fun to have a conversation with you guys and see your guys' perspective on stuff too. So make sure in the comments y'all put y'all perspectives of some of this stuff if you guys feel like it actually matches up with some stuff that y'all feel in y'all life. But it really makes me think, because I'm like, okay, I gotta build wealth. They're talking about making sure that you give 10% back to yourself at the end of the joint. Don't spend all your money on random stuff. That, yeah, your friends have fun now, but you can have fun later. And it's like, all that sounds great, but then at the moment when you're sitting here and you're just like, yeah, this ain't no fun, just sitting here doing absolutely nothing while everybody else is having fun. Because you'll see your people on Instagram and all that, and they'll be like, oh, they jumping around. Some people going to Bahamas, other people going to Tokyo, and you be like, I want to do all that. But then you're like, I'm not trying to be broke either. I'm not trying to sit here and be like, oh, that's a lot of debt. But then it's like, as a child, you never thought about that stuff. As a child, I used to enjoy just going out every day with my friends to the pool, like to their houses, to riding bikes, riding skateboards. Like, that was just the thing back then. Back then, it was like, okay, you and your friends, you guys got a couple of dollars together. Maybe y'all put up $10 and y'all all go to the deli, and y'all all eat with the $10 y'all got together, and y'all get y'all stuff and y'all have fun. Now it's like, in the snap of a finger, all that was gone. Your friends are gone. Your friends are now on to other things. Some friends got girlfriends. Other friends just work all the time. It's like, now some people, like, they all the way in college, so they're far away, and they only come back to visit on certain seasons. So it's like a lot of stuff be coming up, and you be like, damn, this is definitely a little different than what I thought it was going to be. Because in childhood, you used to make it, everybody used to say, you used to say, oh, I can't wait to grow up. And then you grow up and you're like, yes, it's nice, but at the same time, it comes with a lot of responsibilities that you've not seen throughout other things. And it just makes you realize and really think about shit. Like, it's like, do I really want to go spend this $14 at McDonald's, because McDonald's prices are crazy right now? Or do I want to just stay at home and save my money and then, eat cereal? And it's like, well, I guess I gotta eat cereal because I want that 2023 car that looks really nice. So you're like, I gotta save up. So it's like, stuff like that just really pops in your head. And it's like, damn, like, the freedom that you had as a kid, like, I feel like it was because, like, as a kid, you're oblivious to all this. Like, when you used to get in your mom and dad's car, and say you guys are driving to school, they're driving to work, or you're just driving to school in general and stuff like that, it was like, you never thought about stuff like, dang, how much a tire costs. Like, I just thought, like, we get in the car, I sit down, mom takes me to school, I get to school, the car just functions on its own. It just turns on every time it's supposed to turn on. Like, I never thought back then was like, damn, okay, if the car doesn't turn on, something's wrong with it. Like, I never thought about that when you were a child, because when you were a child, you were just there to have fun. Everything was fun. What's the next exciting thing to do with everybody and your friends? And you'd be like, oh, I can't wait to get home because one of your friends just texted you, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna be home in like 5 minutes, then we can go down to the basketball court and start playing basketball. And then it's like, all your childhood just feels like it disappears. And definitely when it comes down to, like, even when I used to watch on YouTube, like, on YouTube, I watch this people, some of y'all may know them, it's called DDE. I just saw them, they just posted really great thing, but they're daily driven exotics. So when I was little, I used to see them drive all these cars, and these cars, it's the exotic cars, like these luxury cars. And I used to be like, isn't that crazy? Like, they made you think, oh my gosh, like, when I want to get older, I want that same stuff. But then you get older and you realize you can't just buy a Lamborghini with no money. You know what I mean? Like, it really hits you that you're like, oh, I got to actually put some work into this. Like, I gotta get credit. I gotta build it up. I gotta get money saved. Like, the insurance on the Lamborghini, all that stuff hits later on. But when you're a kid, like, the glow in my eyes, like, I had, it was like, oh my gosh, like, this is what I want to do. And I've always still feel like that to this day. I still watch them all the time. I'm like, okay, I want that Lamborghini too, because that's really nice, and I just want to be able to actually drive it. Like, but now, like, as I'm older, maybe it's just me, but I feel like I drive around just to drive. Like, some people don't do it. Some people are like, I don't know what you're talking about. People who don't, it's okay. But the people who do, you understand, where it's like, sometimes you're just like, I just need to just relax. So I just go on a drive. So it's like, to just drive around sometimes just feels amazing, because it's like, that is a freedom that I did not have as a child. Like, as a child, you can't just go out and go anywhere. So, like, the neighborhood was like where you could be. You could be in the neighborhood, and outside of that, yeah, you better not go anywhere unless you tell your parents or something like that. So now it's like you actually got that freedom of, oh, I can go out, I can drive, I can just relax and actually just enjoy driving. So, and when I saw those people, DDE, when I was little, I was just like, that was something I definitely wanted to have when I got older. But I now see I just got to put, it's some more work to it and all that. But it's just the work behind it. Like, you never seen that work behind it until after the fact. And then the childhood stuff is like, even like when I was a child, like I used to think food spawned in the refrigerator. Some of y'all may have known that same joint where it was like, okay, you go downstairs, some days food ain't there, other days food ain't there. Like, you'll go 4 days without food, and then the next day, food's in the kitchen. You're like, everybody goes at it because there's like 5 of us in the house. So it's like, okay, we all destroy the food. But it's like, you always thought that food just spawned in. I never thought, so okay, my dad gotta go out, work, get this money, and then have to go to Giants and get all the food. And I'm like, and then it's like, he can only go off of how much money he makes. And I'm like, oh, I never thought about that. When you were a child, you just thought everything spawned for you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you got something, you just thought it was there. Yes, you knew it was money, and you know how to add money because, as I say, elementary school, middle school, high school, they teach you adding math and all that, but they don't really teach you money, like how you can invest money or any of that stuff, or like money in general of like, okay, simple stuff. You go to the Giants, you start learning that. Probably I started learning that maybe when I was in high school, probably around 9th grade, because I started actually taking my money and going to Giants and spending it on, candy. It was like, okay, $3.99. You start adding stuff up and you're just like, okay, but usually you swipe on those and you didn't really think anything of it. But then when you turn 18, you're like, okay, now I got to pay rent. Now I got to pay insurance. Now I got to pay the other insurance for like dental and vision and all that. And then you're like, okay, I got to pay for gas. You're like, and then I got to pay for a car. And then don't say you've got a car note. Now it's like that whole childhood is like, okay, I thought I was just going to be able to go straight to my goal. Like, my goal was to get the Lamborghini. I was like, okay, I can go straight to that goal and I'll be fine. Now you sit there and you'll realize, you're like, this isn't as easy as I thought, was it? But definitely is like the childhood part of it. It's a shocker to, I feel like, most of us who are around the 2000s and the 2004. I feel like we definitely felt that joint where it was like your childhood ended in a snap. It was really quick. Like, it was like, damn, okay, I gotta grow up real quick, and I don't got time to just sit here and waste time like everybody else if I want to actually make it to my 50s and 60s and not be broke. Because they be talking about it was like, oh, in your 60s and 50s, you don't want to be broke and not have any money, and you're sitting here still having to work. And I'm like, damn, now I gotta think about far future. But I think that's definitely the childhood experience that I had, and I felt like it definitely went past so fast, and I just definitely was like thinking about that, and I said it was definitely something I wanted to bring up to you guys because I really want to see what's y'all opinion on your childhood. How did you feel when it came from, say, I would say around 16 to like 18? How did y'all feel? And then when you went from 18 to 21, how did that feel? Like, I want to know like y'all type of things. Like, how did y'all feel when that it felt like, was it a snap to y'all, or was it like a slow migration into it? Like, I feel like it was just a snap of, okay, now you got to be an adult, everything has to be done, and you got to make sure it gets done when it gets done, and if you don't take care of it, it will break on you, kind of like cars and stuff like that. Even love, if you don't take care of love and actually supporting, if you have a girlfriend or not, I don't have one, but if you have one, that could fall apart. But tell me how y'all feel about that. I definitely want to hear it. Put it in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for still staying in with me. I know it's been so long since I posted videos, but you guys will have one Monday, Wednesday, and Friday this week. No lie, because I said, you know what, I need to get back into actually being able to talk to y'all and have a good time and actually just feel free, because I actually do enjoy doing this. You guys make it really enjoyable, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday.